Hey, what's up, everybody?
Good morning,
How's
everyone.
everyone? We're just finishing up our morning workout on this Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
Great morning, nice breeze. We're out here.
Beautiful.
Decided to share a little bit with you guys.
Out here in Weekway, the beautiful Weekway Park.
Yes, yes.
Just admiring the beauty of this park and just thinking of how God's beauty is magnificent. Just seeing the
Perfect.
trees and the water is beautiful.
It's perfect. You can find beauty in anything, and everything.
And everything.
We're here the day after we dropped our son off at college. And it's bittersweet, but it's more sweet. Just thought we had a topic we wanted to talk about, but after dropping him off, it was great to be able to drop him off and him gaining his own independency. And one thing that occurred to us, we were able to drop him off and, have all the little extras for him. He had tons of groceries. He had a new laptop and everything. We felt like he was settled in.
All the things you do when your kids go away to school, at least all the things you do when you have money to send your kids away to school.
Right.
Not rich,
Right.
but just have a little more money than what we did.
Yeah, and he definitely was comfortable, and then it left us with a good feeling because, years ago, back when I went to college, it was just Michelle and I and
Travis.
and Travis and my mom wasn't able to move us in and give us even me extra money. And Michelle was working, fortunately, and we just, even from sheets to clothes, we really had to scramble and scrap and get whatever we had. So it was a good feeling to be able to send him off and him not have any concerns or any wants as he moved into his apartment there. So it kind of made us wonder. I mean, like, not wondering, but just really think and reflect on, how it is a privilege for us to make that sacrifice.
Yes, they are blessed. They are blessed young men.
We sacrifice, so that, we, even though we do without as parents, as adults, but we sacrifice so that our kids can have things more than what we did.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, because, I think about it. We used to get food from the cafeteria back when Dion went to school. He used to bring
Didn't have
home
anything.
food
Didn't
from the
have a lot of
cafeteria
anything.
because I had an apartment. I moved out to Massachusetts and had an apartment. It was me and Travis. Dion stayed in the dorm for a little while, and then he moved in an apartment with us. But we had no food. We didn't have no heat. We had nothing. So we all slept in one bed with a little electric heater. And Dion came home from the cafeteria with food and with forks and just different stuff so that we can eat, so that we could have food. And
we had to make a way.
we had it rough.
And then, mind you, we were out of state, so we didn't have family and friends and stuff.
Nope.
But that was my experience. That was our experience.
Yep.
With going to college. So this is our whole point is, as adults, sometimes we could feel like our experiences, our misfortunes, and even our humbling beginnings, we don't reap the benefits. But that word sacrifice is very important.
Really is.
So we just want to encourage people that if you're sacrificing, if you're a single parent, if you don't have a lot, if you're on fixed
that's
income,
struggling.
whatever your
Whatever it
situation
is.
you have to keep grinding. Make those sacrifices, because even if you don't benefit from your sacrifices, your kids
Yep.
will benefit from them.
Absolutely.
Even if they only get, my mother was only able to give me her work ethic. And through her work ethic, I learned how to work hard. And in turn, I was able to do better financially. We were able to do some things so that we could send our son off in a better way. But it was
Both of them.
sacrifices that we had to make. So sometimes in life, you got to make sacrifices, even if you're not able to see or reap the benefits of that sacrifice. Just understand that they're not in vain and that they're for your kids, and then
Yep.
your kids will get a little more and they'll be able to have more to give to their kids. So keep sacrificing and keep grinding.
Right, and Keon has a little more than what Travis had, because Travis, that was 10 years ago that Travis went off to college, so life is just a little bit different for us now. Travis is working, he's home, and Keon's a little older, going off to staying in a dorm. He already went to college a couple of years, home, commuting. Now he's staying in a dorm. He's older. He's more experienced,
Right.
So we don't even have the same concerns that we have with Travis that we have with Keon, because Keon has lived life a little longer. He's a little bit older and more mature when he's going to stay in a dorm.
Right.
So that's the sacrifice of that, of him just sacrificing not going away the first couple of years so they could pay less for college, so that when he got a little older, he could go away and not have the same burden, of school and finance and everything.
Right. And we know sometimes as parents, we take pride in sacrificing and making it for our kids.
Yeah.
And one of the things we always joke around with our kids and say they're privileged and they're fortunate. That's what my son said yesterday. I'm fortunate, and he is fortunate.
He is.
Our job as parents isn't so that we could bring that stress to them and to say that you guys need to do what we did.
Yes.
You need to struggle like we
I
struggle.
don't want them to feel what we
They
felt.
they don't under our kids don't
I don't
understand
want
the
them
struggle.
to.
They don't
I don't
understand the
want them
struggle.
to.
And as parents, that's your job, is to make sure they don't understand
Let
the struggle.
them struggle within the time frame that they in life. Let them learn the struggles through what the journey is for them. They don't need to learn the same kind of struggle. They don't need to hear about how we walk 5 miles to school with one pair of shoes. No,
Right.
we don't need to do that. If that's not if that's not where we're at in life and we're able to give to them, then we don't want them to feel what we felt, because it wasn't pretty. It made us better people. It made us fight together with one another.
Yep.
We go through challenges together. We know what it's like to struggle. So we know what it's like to live now, because we're in a place where we're living. We're not struggling anymore. And I hate when people even say, well, we trying to make it, or I'm surviving. No, we're not surviving anymore. We're living life.
Right.
And we may not be living in an abundance of a whole bunch of things, but we're living.
But we're
have enjoying
the
life.
necessities, So that's basically...
And more than necessities.
Absolutely. That's basically what we want to share, is that if you're struggling, if you're going through things, just keep doing what you do.
Yep.
It's not in vain, because
Nope.
something good is going to come from it.
Yep.
And then you'll be able to reap some of the benefits, and you'll be able to see, some of the rewards of your struggle.
Yep.
Just struggle. Just know that, it's going to produce something. And if it don't produce in you, it's going to produce in
Yep.
your community. It's going to produce in your kids. It's going to produce in others around you, because you are encouraging to someone. As long as you keep going and there is some forward motion, you're never going to lose.
And stay focused on our focus is God. Stay focused on your spiritual walk, your spiritual life, because that's where our strength comes from, first and foremost, above everything
Absolutely.
else. And that's how we're able to be who we are, and that's how we're able to have the faith we are, and that's how we're able to continue on this walk, is because of our faith and our relationship with God on a daily basis.
Yep.
So with that, we would like to say peace out
Peace, y'all.
from the Candias.
Enjoy your Labor Day.